Those of you that have been on this journey for quite some time probably are wondering, why was the narcissist in your life? Is it because you were too kind? Is it that you put up with their behavior? Is it that you didn't give them enough attention? Is it because you're quite an empathetic, patient person? You can drive yourself crazy thinking, is it this? Is it that? But in this video, I'm going to explain why the narcissist was in your life and what makes you vulnerable in a narcissist's eyes, why they were with you. So hello and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at why the narcissist was or is perhaps in some cases in your life, or what makes you vulnerable to a narcissist. Now, this isn't a video where we're going to be judging and we're going to be looking at all the things that you did wrong. No. That's not what this video is about. This video is more about tips and suggestions to help you to understand why this individual was in your life. And we're going to look at the things that you can do to help you move past this and give you awareness. So there are a few reasons why narcissists enter into our lives, and there are a few reasons why a narcissist would have been present in your life. Maybe you've had more than one. Maybe this is an ongoing cycle. But really this is more about identifying what it is about you that enables or allows these individuals to be around you. Now, the first thing that I would say is you have huge amounts of empathy, patience, and compassion. Now, this is a gift. This is a really good thing to have. However, what the narcissists do is they exploit these qualities within you. All right. And so what they do is they lie and they gaslight and they manipulate you into thinking that actually you're a really bad person. So what they are doing is they're inflicting their reality onto you, meaning that they are projecting what they see, who they are, onto you. They say that a lot of things are your fault. A lot of things could have prevented because you could have done A, B, and C, which means that what they're trying to do is change you in some way. They're trying to change you into thinking the same way that they do. Now, none of this is true. Of course, you guys know that, like, none of this is true. But you see, the things that make you vulnerable in a narcissist's eyes, all right, are your emotions, all right? It's because you are really aware of your emotions. You are able to express them. You are also someone who is highly emotionally intelligent. In some cases, you are not able to communicate that simply because you might feel like you don't have the space to be able to express yourself, or it could be that actually you don't feel comfortable enough to be able to express how you feel. So with that being said, the vulnerability that I'm talking about here is you have emotions, and the narcissist knows that because what they're drawing from you is emotional validation, and what they're doing is they are stimulating that within you. The narcissist sees this as a weakness, so that what they're trying to do is use your emotions against you. You are very much in your senses, so this is where, you know, a lot of your processing happens. And so when you feel so intensely, okay, and the narcissist is telling you lies, the narcissist is telling you to see this from a different perspective, you kind of then start to distrust yourself because you're thinking, okay, so I'm not sure that I'm feeling this, or I'm not sure that this is how it's supposed to happen. The narcissist will change your mind, will change the way that you're seeing this, and they use this as a vulnerability of yours, all right? So they use this against you. Now, I'm here to say that actually your emotions are not a vulnerability, okay? They are not. They are supposed to be expressed. They are supposed to be communicated to others around you. But what you have to do is you have to protect that, okay? You have to put barriers in place so that this people or this person doesn't exploit that against you. Now, what you have to understand is, even though it's something that is really hard to do, or something that is not quite a familiar concept for you to do, what I'm saying is about protecting this is you have to remove this communicate, remove this information from toxic individuals or the narcissist. And that is not by expressing everything that you feel, everything that you think, because what the narcissist does is they use that information and they use it against you. So what is really important here is that you put barriers and protection in place. This is what the narcissist sees as vulnerable. They exploit your compassion, they exploit your kindness, because they see this as weakness. And that isn't a weakness. Those are your assets. That is your gold, all right? How would you like it, all right? Or would you even allow to give someone your bank account details and for someone to come in and just take money? Someone random off the street, you don't know them. And they will just come in and take your money that you have earned that's in the bank. No, you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't. You would protect it, and you do protect it. And it's the same thing. Your kindness, your compassion, your empathy are your assets, all right? And this shouldn't be given out for free. This shouldn't be given out to anybody. So that person has to earn it. And that's what I'm saying. These are the things that you need to understand, because individuals do try and take what they can. They try and get all of these things from you because they know that you're that type of person. It's almost as though you have to kind of harden yourself. And I know that's really difficult, and I know that goes against your principles, but it's more about the fact that you have to really guard this. The narcissist is all about taking. They're not going to reciprocate it and give that to you. So you're always going to feel like the underdog in this partnership, relationship, or in this connection with this person. It is never going to be reciprocated because the narcissist doesn't know who they are. They don't want to feel. They reject any type of emotion because they see it as weakness, and the narcissist is never going to be weak. They're never going to put themselves in a vulnerable position where you can read them and that you can exploit them. This isn't possible. All right. So when you do that, when you finally realize who they are, you see, this is about exposing them. They try and keep this darkness and these emotions of theirs hidden, because actually what you will realize is they are an empty shell of a person. They don't want to see it. So if they do that to you, they're projecting that that's something that they don't want done to them. So what you have to realize is this person is using this gifts that you have against you. And so it's really important for you to put protection in place so this doesn't happen. For those of you, for example, if you have children with the narcissist, what makes you vulnerable is by oversharing, by giving too much information. If they're asking about the children, that's great. Just keep the information about the children and don't talk about you. If the narcissist is trying to hoover, again, they're going to try and get information from you. Keep it minimal or just don't respond. I know that in a lot of cases, a lot of you can't go no contact because of various reasons, but this is what I'm saying is just don't give too much information away, especially emotional information, because they're fishing for this information. They want to know how you feel. They want to know where you are emotionally, because then that gives them the ability to be able to read you. And it's as simple as that, guys. That's what they want, emotional validation from you. And once they get this information and they twist it and they use it against you, they've got you in the palm of their hand. That is what they want. So what makes you vulnerable to a narcissist is actually your emotions, but you're emotionally intelligent. So you have to use that intelligence against them. The narcissist isn't emotionally intelligent. They're immature. They're emotionally immature. So you actually have the power here to be able to overturn the narcissist, to get your power over the narcissist. And this is what they're not going to like. They're going to really, really hate this. So it's important for you to realize that actually your emotions are not a weakness. They are your power. They are your assets. But if they're used wisely, you can harness so much control over this situation. But if you give it away, that's you giving your power away. And that's not what we're going to do here, guys. That is not what we're going to do. We are going to use this as your own power. You're going to bring that power back to you. So it's important that you understand what a narcissist is looking for. You see, sometimes a narcissist is not so obvious in who they are and what they are doing. But if someone is constantly making you feel a certain way or getting you to do things that you don't necessarily want to do, you got to take a step back and think, why is this person doing this to me? Why do they want to know this? Okay, it will become very apparent what is going on, but you have to see it for what it is. This person wants something from you. These are your assets. They want it for free. Can't give it to them. So in a narcissist's eyes, what makes you vulnerable is the emotional validation, and they're just going to keep taking. They're going to siphon that from you, your energy, your time, your kindness, your compassion, your empathy, your understanding. All of this is going to be used against you. So these are the things that I really would encourage you to think about when you are dealing with a narcissistic ex, or with someone who is toxic at work, or a family member. Just take a step back and be within your own power. Remember, silence in most cases is very powerful. So not giving that out is going to put you in your power. So guys, I really hope that this video helps you to understand this from a different perspective, understand what is going on here, because it's very important for you to understand what the narcissist requires and really wants from you. If you are someone who is facing this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below. I also offer a mentorship and a journal club, and all of the details are in the description box below. I've also got a Discord server where you can join a really supportive community who are like-minded. So all the details are in the description box below. Guys, I really hope this video helps, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.